Good morning. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the channel, Artistic Flights. Artistic-flight.com. Check out our website. If you want to help support the team here, we have a download you can grab off the site. And we're going to do a quick little video here, and I'll show you guys a startup tutorial and a quick little flight weapons tutorial brief and landing and shutdown. So without further ado, I'm going to see if we can get right up on that cow's butt. Alright, I'm going to jump in the chopper. Before we get going here, special shout out to the DCS Huey group on Facebook. Join that there if you're into the Huey and fly DCS, Digital Combat Simulator, DCS World, or DCS Steam Edition, whichever you prefer to call it. We're flying with the Maxflightstick Huey set. And if you guys are interested in that, you can check out the Maxflightstick website. And if you want to save 7%, at the checkout, enter Artistic Flight, all one word. And I might have put too many cows there because we're lagging a little bit, so I'll work on that. Okay, so I promised you guys a quick little startup tutorial, brief weapons brief, just intro, so we'll keep this super quick. First thing you want to do, I guess I better get my feet on the pedals and all this, so you want to make sure you have control in the pedals, control in the cyclic, control in the collective. Everything's working good. Alright. So we're going to turn on the hydraulics, turn on the force trim. Then if you have weapons, we're going to arm the flares. So you're just going to scroll mouse there so you're up to 30. Arm your rockets to the number 1, which means when you pull the trigger, 1 rocket fires out of each pod. And up here, I'm going to arm the digital altimeter, so it's facing back. That means it's on. AC phase, right in here. We're going to arm the main generator. You can close that. Turn this to ESS bus. This is an Echo Sierra Sierra. And then we're going to turn on the battery, and then the really annoying alarm will come on. So I'll show you where to shut that off. Right here beside the fuel. And I'm also going to turn off this light, because we don't need it. As of now, we can turn on the fuel. Awesome. I was hoping the cows would get really loud at some point. And here we're going to scroll up just till that's armed, and you can scroll down and up. Just make sure it's right at 0. Fire detector switch up here. Up to you if you want. And I already got the doors open back here, so won't worry about that. So we're ready to go. We can pull the start trigger. Clear right, up the cows, clear left and front. Bunch of cows. We're going to pull the trigger. As soon as we get over 10% here on the gas producer, we should have rotation in the blades, which we do, and we are now exceeding 10%. If you pull the start trigger and it hasn't spun after about 10 seconds, please let her go, because you're probably cooking the engine. We're going to keep pulling the start trigger until we just get over 40. And let her go. And she'll keep spooling up here. Just gonna get my hands off the control for a moment. Alright, so we're about halfway there. So if you want, arm your IFF and your radio stuff here. You can, don't worry about this, it's all optional here, navigational stuff. Flares. There's your flare dispense by default. And here you can arm or safety or turn off completely the weapon. So we're going to turn her into red. Over here is miniguns or rockets. Down is miniguns, up is rockets. So leave her on rockets. I'm going to go up here. We're going to turn the standby generator on and the main generator, or sorry, the inverter on. I'm going to turn on the lights. Do not dim, do not flash. These are all optional. If it's below 0, we're pretty close to it, you could turn on the pivot heater and the de-icer. But we won't worry about that. And then we have internal lighting, which I might as well crank them all on for the purpose of the video. You can click on it and then drag your mouse up there. It's a lot easier than scrolling up and down. It's just a pain in the butt. A couple more things. We're going to synchronize the compasses. So we're going to 24, a little bit over towards 21. Right in here. You're pretty close. There we are. You're probably not going to get it bang on unless you really OCD. That's close enough for this. Fuel test switch will work when your inverter is on. So you have quite a bit of fuel actually. Almost an hour. You got 20 minutes, 40 minutes, 60 minutes, 80 minutes, 100 minutes, 120, 140 minutes. So it's like 2 hours and 20, I believe. Alright. There, that's all good. And I'll pull this down. You can click on it up here too if you want. And I'm gonna arm that. Whoop. Here, or there's a switch back there if you're in VR. Get rid of that. And say goodbye to the cows for a minute. We'll come back here in a moment. We'll get back there. So let's see, timer. Did I reset that? All right, we're 8 minutes in. All right, I'm gonna get rolling here. I'm gonna spool up. You're gonna throttle all the way up. I'll get rid of this caution light. There's the RPM warning light went out. Looks like we're all good to roll out. We're going to take off real quick. We're going to shoot some static, unarmed fuel trucks, courtesy of Russia, that we put on the map there. So we'll just shoot those indiscriminately. And so on takeoff, you're going to be real slow pulling up on a collective left pedal. If not, you're going to rotate all the way to the right with the torque effects. And I want to get too technical there because the blade's spinning one way, and the force of the blade spinning will cause the fuselage to spin the other way. So anyway, long story short, we're going to pull up slow on the collective, find a balancing point on the skids, and hopefully we won't hit a cow. That was too hard left there, alright. If you guys want, you could do a hover check. Couple seconds is all I really need. Alright, we'll get her moving here and we'll fly over here and then we'll shoot some fuel trucks. Just gotta remember where I put them. Oh, there they are. That wasn't too far. We'll start off here with rockets. We'll do a pass, and then we'll come back with miniguns, and then we'll come back and then we'll do a left door gunner, right door gunner, or some vice versa. So, in your reticule here, or whatever your crosshairs, 2 circles. We're going to use the upper of the 2, and I'll show you guys when you're in a decent amount of range to hit effectively, usually 100%. So watch, I'll miss now after all that. And 3, 2, 1, rifle. Oh shoot, you're on free fire. Don't be shooting already. My apologies. I must have hit an extra button there. So I'm gonna get rid of, pull up these. So you're gonna use left, window, and H to pull up this thing. Oh, it's a coat. Wrong button. Alright. So, it's left control, 2, 3, and 4 to switch this. On a side note. And I think that looks ugly, so I'm going to use left, window, and H, get rid of that. And also you could use right, control, and enter to get rid of the trim indicator. So right, control, and enter, get rid of that. Alright, I'm going to switch down here to miniguns. I guess you already did. So up is rockets, down is mini. Hopefully you saw that. Do a quick test fire. Alright, so we'll come around and now we're going to use the middle circle with the little crosshairs that are pointing away from the inner circle. So keep the little circle on your target unless you're way out in the distance, but we'll show you here effective range. Then you use some text or just normal windage. Term offhand there, but there you go, scratch one. Alright. And same button to shoot rocket, same button to shoot minis, so don't have to worry about mapping too many stuff there if you get the sim. And circle around, and we're going to arm the right door gunner, because the left guy already got to shoot first, so let me pull this up here. And you're going to get them on free fire. And I'll just start shooting everything they see at this point. So what you want to do, I'm just going to hover here for a second and show you. If you want this door gunner to shoot, you're going to have to line him up. So you're going to have to pretty much put this into the sun, and he should have an angle on that. Sometimes it helps if you look at it, but I guess we're not quite over far enough. There we go. And we'll just let him shoot the other guy. Any moment here, I'll knock him down. There we go. Alright. Get rid of that. So, quick weapons tutorial, hopefully it's short and sweet, direct to the point. I'm going to circle around here and we're going to come in for a landing and we'll shut her down and keep this a nice short and sweet tutorial. On a side note, we're flying TCS Steam Edition with the Maxflightstick Huey 2022 set. You guys go to maxflightstick.com and you want to save 7%, enter Artistic Flight at the checkout. Special shout out to DCS Huey. Check that out there if you're on a Facebook group. They'll help you out. Anything you want to know about the Huey. We also have an Artistic Flight Facebook group. If you guys want to check that out and join. You guys can post anything helicopter, aviation related, DCS related in there. Feel free. As long as you're not violating any Facebook policies. Pretty lenient. Doesn't matter what you guys do in there. As long as you're not violating that. So, go nuts. Please like, subscribe if you like the video. Leave a comment if you'd like. And I'm going to stop talking about that. We'll get into this landing. So, we're in ETL right here between 40 and 20 knots. And if you're coming in fast, you're going to need right pedal. But since we're pretty slow, we're going to need left pedal now to counteract the torque effect. And I'm going to get it right into a hover here, so then we'll come in super, super slow. And hopefully we don't make any mincemeat out of these cows, so. We're going to Alright, right back in there where we started. Don't mind me, I'm scratching my nose here. Don't expect to be able to hover anytime soon when you first get into Huey. It's a fairly complicated learning curve. So, speaking of which, I have not adjusted any curves or any settings. So, flying it au naturel. I should get her in here nice and gently. I'm not really looking at the controls because in VR we can look off into weird directions while we land, and it actually helps quite a bit, at least for me. Everyone's different, I'm sure, but probably the same with fixed wing. When you're landing, you might want to look out on a weird direction there if you can't see visually over your nose. Let's get right in here. Alright, so I like to center the pedals, and since I'm stopping this video, I'm getting my feet right off there. Alright, so we're going to do a quick shutdown, and then we'll shut her off here. So, we're going to throttle all the way down. Normally this is quicker, but my FPS is kind of low, so turn off the alarm. We're not going to follow the whole cooldown period here. We'll do a quick shutdown. So we'll do fuel off, hydraulics off, force trim off, IFF off. Turn all these things off if you had them on. Just turn your flares off, weapons off, standby generator off, main generator off. I put this back to main gen and inverter off, and back to Alpha Bravo. As of right now, we're spooling down, so I'm going to get rid of the stuff that's hogging the battery. If you guys ever want to plan on restarting it, it's probably best to preserve your battery. And we'll turn the battery off too now. Hopefully that was fairly straightforward. Might have been too quick for some people. I really didn't want to make a super long video here because I know there's a lot of startup tutorials out there. It's already almost 20 minutes. So. Best of all worlds combined. Startup, shutdown, a shooting, and a looting. And you can see some of those things still burning off in the distance there. So the cows would like to say goodbye to you. So let me get this door open so you can hear them even louder. If you guys go into mission editor, there's animals, and so far we only have cows. I believe someone was talking about whales in the South Atlantic map, so hopefully that'll be sweet. We'd like to see some chickens and a whole bunch of random animals there we can get out here so we can have a little farm one day. Anyways, thanks for watching. Artistic Flight, artistic-flight.com is our website if you want to help support the team. We have a digital download there you could grab, or some merch. Feel free to look into that. I'm still working on the website. We'll try to get that all spick and span there soon. And let me know in the comments if you guys want to see any certain t-shirts in there, or any other merch that we haven't added yet. But anyways, I'm going to jump out of the chopper into the F2 view. That's looking pretty good, actually. We'll stay there. And special shout out DCS Huey Facebook group. If you guys are flying a Huey, check that out. A lot of people in there will be happy to help you out. If you guys are in a mission editor, don't forget cows. Don't forget the cows. I'm literally sitting on that one, it looks like. Alright, on a side note in VR, if you got long enough headset cord or wireless, you could run around and pet some cows with the Phantom Touch. Because some people know what that's all about. Anyway, gonna jump out of here. Hopefully enjoy the video. Keep it short and sweet. Hopefully about 20 minutes here. Probably a little bit longer than I was hoping, but oh well. You guys have a great day. Don't mind me. I'm gonna have to get out of the simulator pit and run across my room. We're still working on getting a new computer set up here. So, in case you're wondering what is going on. Thanks for your time. Hope you have a great day. Good morning to you. God love ya.